guys. Okay, so today we're going to talk about images. So I'm going to get in here and add some content. Okay, 2 ways to add a photo. First thing you're going to do is you can either add the little text content and you can put it in a text block basically, and you would click this little image button. Let's do Shelby this time. Okay. All right. Alternate text. Alternate text, like I said in the last one, is if someone is blind and reading the internet with a screen reader, this is what they're going to see. They won't see, obviously, the photo. So the alternate text should describe the photo. So I'm going to put this as a profile picture of Shelby Kruger holding a TI, I think it's a 55. Yeah. Okay. So that's a good alternate text. Simple. You never want to leave it as just the image name. Here is where you change the height and width, add a border, move it over, you know, like if I want to move it over here, that kind of stuff. And then the alignment, we talked about that in the other video. If I wanted this photo to be a link, so let's say I put a little icon of like a document or something, I can make it a link, so I can browse the server and I can say, okay, I want it to be this document, that kind of stuff. Okay, target. You can have it open up in a new window, which is new window, blank. You can have it open right on top, same window, whatever you want. Stick with either blank or same window. I really like to have it open up in another window just because like I'm old school, I guess. The only time I would want it to be self would be, I don't know, if it's like if you're linking to another page, then that would be, I would expect the link to go to that page and not just open up a new window. Okay. So we've got some advanced stuff here. Most beginners won't use all of this. This would be more if I wanted to like really classify and make it special, but you know, we won't really worry about that until we get into the more advanced stuff. So I'm gonna hit OK. I'm gonna get save, and that's done. So this is cool, but if you're just adding a photo, you want to use the image block. So I'm gonna click and drag. Here we go. I can put it right here. I'm going to choose my image. Image hover is fun. So this would be whatever you want the image to do if someone hovers over it. Now, if you want it to like turn black and white or something when they hover over it, we'll talk about that in another video because you wouldn't want to just upload a whole nother photo. You know, we'll talk about that. But if you wanted to change it, go ahead. So one thing is fun is if you've got like a flyer for an event, and then if someone hovers over it and you want it to say, click for more, you know, you could do that here and save it in another image. So I'll do another video about that. Okay. This is if you want the image to be a link. So if you want it to be a page, like if you want it to go to another page in your website, you would choose the page, and this is going to take me to my sitemap, and I would just decide which one. I can have it be an external URL, so a link to a YouTube channel, something like that. And then you can also link to a file. So click here for property listings, choose the file. You're going to come over here to the server. This is the opening it up in another window. So if you want it to, if it's a document or something like that, or if it's an external link, you want it to be another window. So if I'm just linking to like another place in my website, I wouldn't want it to open up in another window because theoretically, you know, someone would want to like just go to the next page. They don't want to open up another window. If I'm linking to, you know, YouTube, Facebook, some other kind of website that's not mine, I want it to open up in another window because that's as a user, that's what I would expect. You also want it to open up in another window if it's a document, because that way it will open up in the person's like default viewer or just another page, especially if it's like a PDF. Okay. So alternate text, this is the same thing that we were talking about with the screen readers. So this is, oh look, it reminded me. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, never mind. Okay, alternate text, profile, picture, oops. Groover, blah, 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 blah. You can add a title. This would be if you've got something on your website that tells the cursor that if it hovers over something, you can show the title. Now here is you can change the image size. So I highly suggest that whatever size you want the photo to be on your website, you need to crop it like before you upload it. So if I want this photo to be 300 pixels tall on my website, I shouldn't do this here. I should go into my photo editor and make it 300 pixels high, because all of this like extra stuff slows down the browser. So like, because the browser's like, okay, I got a picture, but hold on, wait, like she wants it to be 300. You know, it's a hassle for the browser. So you don't want to do this. The only thing is that if you have a hover image, okay, so if we're doing the click for more, you have to constrain the image size. It's kind of wonky that way. So if I want this, you know, my picture is 300 by 200, okay? Even though I'm just putting it in as 300 by 200, I'm putting the exact same pixels in. I have to do that because that tells the browser that I have the exact same image, okay? I know it's a little redundant, kind of sounds weird, but if you need it, if you want to hover, you want the image to change when someone rolls their cursor over it, you have to do this, the resize image. Okay, then you click add. Here, let's do the hover. I'll show you. We'll make it really confusing. Okay, so I've got it in constraint image size, all that kind of stuff. Here we go. Exit edit mode. We're gonna save the changes. Nah. Okay, that's what the hover is. If I don't constrain the image size, it won't hover, like it won't change. Okay guys, that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and discard these changes in my sitemap, and yeah. Okay guys, one thing I forgot to tell you about the image. So I've got the image block on here, and you know, it's justified left. What you can do is if you want it to be centered, you can click on it and then click on Design and Custom Template. And then you can click on this little settings thing, the little button. And you've got, in the custom class, you can have all different ones. So this automatically comes with a theme. So if I've set a border, if I want it to be a circle, I want it to be centered, that kind of stuff. So check out what it does with image circle. Okay. It'll make it a circle. You obviously have to make it smaller, but you know. You can make it not a circle, but you can center it, but you can do both, obviously. Okay. Yeah, forgot to add that. Okay, bye.